What's up, y'all? Y'all watching Hannibal TV, and this is Tiny Lister, also known as Zeus, also known as Debo. Hey, and I still got the bicycle, so sleep with your lights on. I'm that fool, and you better stay tuned, cause this gonna be the best interview you ever seen. Now get that camera out of my face.
So we are with the human wrecking machine Zeus, who wrestling fans will recognize from No Holds Barred and his feud with Hulk Hogan, but he's also a very accomplished actor, which we'll get into as well. How are you doing this afternoon?
Man, God bless you, man. It's a pleasure to meet you, and thank you for having me.
To start this off, do you want to talk about a little bit about your athletic background growing up in Compton?
Yeah, I want everybody to know, Dave was telling me, and it's Vinny was telling me that they say where I'm from?
Arkansas.
Everybody, like they say, everything on the internet, it's not true, y'all. I'm from Compton. I went to Compton High School. I went to Enterprise Junior High School. I went to Birch Elementary School. I was born in Los Angeles Memorial Hospital. And I went to Long Beach City College, where we won the state championship in track and field. I was a shot putter. They won the state championship 12 years in a row in the state of California. My old coach is a white cat named Ron Allis. He's my mentor. He went over to SC and ran over there. He told me to go to Cal State Division II. Doug Green, everybody know from the NFL, they used to play for the Washington Redskins. He beat my roommate in the 100 meters. My roommate was undefeated. I was undefeated. I was a national shot put champion in 1982 for Division II. I broke the school record 7 times in 1 year. So track and field was my first love.
And I guess you had some games for the USFL as well after that?
I never played football a day in my life. I ran a 4.69 at their tryouts. I ran a 4.69 at 275. And I trimmed down to 275, and I ran 4.71. 4.69, 4.71 was my 240 time. I didn't have the right agent. One thing about life, you only get it so people represent you. Everybody wanted me to try out. The Rams tried me out. The 49ers tried me out. When I ran for them, I had a strained ligament in my leg. I only ran a 4.8, a 4.80, 4.8. And so they wanted to see the big 4.6. When I played for the New Orleans Breakers, I was on the news down there bench pressing 500 pounds because it was raining when we was doing the USFL the first month. So we did a lot of inside drills in the dome, and we worked a lot of weight. So they put me on spotlight. I'm a track and field star, making a transition over to football, bench pressed on the news 500 pounds. And then they cut me the last cut. And they said he wasn't going to cut me. And they came back to me about 2 weeks later, or 3 weeks later, and called me and said they want me to come back. And they want to put me on the team, and they're going to teach me how to play football because of my talent. But I was already doing movies. I was doing Blue City with Walter Hill that started my career. Walter Hill did 48 Hours 1 and 2. He did Trespass with me, Ice Cube, and Ice-T. I've done Extreme Prejudice with Walter Hill, with Nick Nolte, Marika Chinalonzo, Power Booth, Michael Ironside. So Walter Hill is my daddy in Hollywood. He started Tiny Lister's career.
So what about Armed and Dangerous? A lot of people remember you from that one.
I've been blessed, because Dave and Vin come from the wrestling world, and I really come from movies, and then I went into wrestling.
Yeah.
But it's told that I went to wrestling first. I was just auditioning for a role. The best film I've ever been in, the best human being I've ever met, is John Candy, a Canadian. I work with Mike Myers, a Canadian. I work with Eugene Levy. I done work with all the greats from Canada. There ain't nobody like John Candy. He was an angel. He didn't do nothing but run around spreading love all the time. So when you watch the movie On the Dangerous, we made that up. The whole script is improv. I had a 2-week contract to work with them, And then it turned into 5 weeks of me working with just me and Eugene Levy and John Candy. But John Candy he was my angel. And I get messed up when we talk about John Candy.
Was he funny on set as well?
He'll find out about your problem. Say you have a problem. Say Dave or Vin have a problem, I got a problem. He'll find out, he'll fix it for you. He'll pay for it out of his own money. And he don't even let you know you're doing it. I'll give you a good one. Manny Perry doubles me in all my movies. If you go look at the movie that's Manny Perry, the black guy, he could double Luke Ferrigno, Incredible Hulk, his whole career. Manny's father died. This is what was told to me about John Candy. He sent the guy home in a private jet, put him in the best hotel in that city, kept paying him like he was on the set, had a limo sitting 24 hours with a car, and he paid for the funeral.
Wow.
And told him to come back when he wants to. That's John Candy. I heard it one time, there was a guy who was about to lose his apartment. It was a security guy. John Candy went and gave him a hug and slid about $10,000 in his pocket. He didn't know until he got home that day he had $10,000. So the apartment might have been about $2,000 or $3,000, right? That's John Candy. Now, if everybody operated like John Candy, that's how Michael Jackson operated. I got to work with Michael. Michael's in the Guinness Book of World Record for giving. Yeah. The most powerful thing in the world is love. Ain't nothing more. And you see, I tear up when we talk about John Candy. Man, he affected my life.
And you were in that Michael Jackson movie.
Remember Time.
Yeah.
So what happened, Universal, that's when the Rodney King verdict came out. So we had a film called Looters. Everybody started looting. They called for Ice Cube and Ice-T to go speak. Well, Universal put up $17.2 million to shoot this film. We shot in Atlanta, got tax credits, so we were shooting like a $20 million film. Because you get 35% tax credits in Atlanta. Maybe $25 million film with the tax credit. And they got, Universal said, no, we can't bring it out of Looters because everybody's looting. So they pulled it and changed it. We shot it and called it Trespass. And they held it for 6 months. And they told Ice Cube, right, they wanted Ice Cube and Ice-T to talk for the blacks, all the black community. They said, we live a great life. How can we talk with people who don't live the same life? They live in big houses. So they said, we can't speak for everybody because we live a great life now. These people still live in hardship. So how can we speak? I remember, so Universal they put me on hold for 4 weeks on that film. We're shooting that film in Atlanta. So they fly me back to LA. What John Singleton is directing Michael in Remember Time. Like a $5 million video. Magic Johnson, Iman, Eddie Murphy, and me and Mike became real good friends, and we worked together about for 5 weeks. I walked, and when I first got there, he put my motorhome, the door opens, and a stink bomb comes in, and the door gets locked. That's Michael saying hello. But I'm that crazy cat too, so the whole thing I wouldn't cut. When they say cut, I would never cut. I'm still chasing Michael. And Michael and John Singleton got together and said, we're going to get his big black ass. We're going to fix him. So one time, I'm chasing Michael, looking for him in the barrels, in the baskets. And they put real snakes in there. I'm scared of snakes. I put my hand out, I start talking like Prince and Michael Jackson, man. They got that on camera, man. If they use it against me, I'll be in trouble because I was screaming.
I guess that wasn't the first time you worked with Eddie Murphy either, because you were also in Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only film I got cut out, and that bothered me because I was just doing movies.
Yeah.
And like I've done 215 films, and So they cut me out. I was mad because I knew that was gonna be a nice residual check. And yeah, I worked with Eddie a couple of times. Eddie's the man. Eddie's been on the top a long time, and that goes. Anybody can be a one-hit wonder, but when you like Eddie Murphy, you do it for 20, 30 years. You got to be the man. So you got, I work with Mike Myers. I work with the John Candys. I work with Chris Tucker. I work with Mike Epps. But Eddie's the man because he's been on. Look how long he's been here.
Yeah.
Look how long he's been here. And so it's an honor to work with Eddie Murphy, Michael Jackson, and Magic. Iman was amazing. And the director from Boys in the Hood, John Singleton, they helped launch Ice Cube's career. So it was an awesome situation.
Did you have much contact with O.J. Simpson when you were on First and 10?
Wow. That was a good question. I listened to O.J. talk. Because I was a fan. I ain't never seen nobody talk about himself for 12 hours. What's the word, narcissist?
I guess, yeah.
I'm not good in English.
Narcissist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for helping out the old cat. I never want to see OJ ever again. Probably one of the worst human beings I ever met.
And that was before any of that?
I was doing First and 10. I was already doing movies, and they was getting upset, because ain't you going to be a good boy and just be on the set and make your $1,500 or $2,000 or $2,500 a week? Shit, I was already doing movies with Walter Hill, Hal Ashley, the biggest directors in Blake Edwards was calling for me. That does comedy.
Yeah.
That does a lot of stuff with John Candy. Man, and so it got me away from it. I asked them to write me out. I was an extra on First and 10. And it made me a principal extra. Then it gave me a role. But then the next season, OJ came. Delta Burks is an angel. Delta Burks is one of the most incredible human beings in the world. And I just make it plain, man. Yeah, OJ Simpson, man, that's a, he wants to go somewhere and sit your ass down. Yeah, give me somebody else to talk about.
And for No Holds Barred, how did you end up getting the audition for that one?
Peter, I was just going over to Peter, young. Now I'm with Gloria. They have Danny Trejo and Emilio from Mayans. But Peter handled me about for 30 years of my career. I've been in the business about 35 years. So I was going to him and they gave me little notes. So when I was training, I was only 282. And then I got on the stuff and got jacked up to about 310. They never seen nobody body trip the way my body tripped. My body went crazy when I got on the stuff. But when I went in at Zeus. I went in bare chested, pumped up. I was doing my push-ups in the bathroom, baby oiled up. I had a Z joint in my head and I walked in with the boots. I had the boots already made. I went to Chambers. Chambers is the #1 shoe store in LA that makes everybody's stuff, all the celebrities. So Chambers made the Zeus shoes, and Vince kept the ones they made and implemented in the film. But y'all walked in as Zeus. So everybody was auditioning. All these black guys was auditioning. I even heard there was even auditioning white guys at the beginning. But this is what I learned about life. 2 white guys fighting or 2 black guys fighting don't make no money. A big white guy and a big black guy. You see what happened with Mayweather and McGregor? See how much money both of them made? We live in a very crazy country.
Did you know much about wrestling before that?
Didn't know a damn thing about it. Yeah, I remember this. Vince McMahon is the best at negotiating too. So Vince, let me tell you what Vince did. I only had $350 in the bank. But I didn't want to touch no dude. I don't want no dudes to be sexual harassing me, man, grabbing me underneath my crotch and stuff. Vince puts the money in the bank account. You know how hard it is to take money out the account, out of your bank account. I had to pay rent. My house note was $1630, y'all. I had a 4-bedroom house with a jacuzzi. And I was in college. You couldn't tell me nothing. I had too bad. I was happy. And Vince, but my payment was coming up. And so Vince put $65,000 or $75,000 in my account. And then called me on a 3-way with my agent that handles Hulk Hogan too at that time, Peter Young. He said, man, well, you want to do this for me? I ain't touching no dudes, man. What you talking about? He said, we got to pull that $75,000 out the account and give it back to me. Shit, what do you want me to sexual harass? Let's go, man. It's like, he's the greatest negotiator, the greatest businessman I've ever met. He really knew how to sell a product.
Was it always understood then that you were going to have some matches after the movie was over?
We was just doing a movie. We was doing a movie, so he used the matches to promote the movie. He actually make sure we call it Hollywood have legs.
Yeah.
Stay in the cinemas longer, you know.
Yeah.
So he used the matches because he put the $10 million up to do the film.
Right.
And I think the movie made $100 million.
And it's probably still making money.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. What did you think of Hulk Hogan when you first met him?
I'm very people don't know how blessed I am. You know, we talked about Michael Jackson, we talked about Eddie Murphy. Who's bigger than Hulk Hogan in wrestling? Explain it to me. He's the man.
Yeah.
I mean, look at my sorry ass. I worked with Michael Jackson. Now I'm about to work with Hulk Hogan, work with Eddie Murphy, work with Tupac Shakur. I mean, I work with Marlon Brando. People can't even comprehend Omar Sharif, Peter O'Toole. People can't even comprehend my career. So to work with the best in the best of a business is always the most exciting thing in the world. And they work with me over his agency. They handled all them. At that time, Mr. T's there, still there. George Foreman, all of them was there. So I was at the who's who. You know, you got George Foreman, Hulk Hogan, Mr. T. It was Roddy there, Ralph Mueller, me. You had, yeah, there's a lot of us at the same age. So I felt honored to be there.
And I guess he knew he was going to be making money with you, so he took good care of you.
Yeah. He broke my nose in that damn movie. I did my best acting because Vince is spending the money on the movie, and he said, "We gotta get you back on and back out there." I said, "I don't want to work no more." He messed his mark. He broke my nose, and they used that to promote the feud.
Yeah.
And that helped put legs, and I started getting death threats, you know, because Vince, he'll buy the Inquirer, he'd buy Stars, the head guy, and get them to report. They put out that I was a Crip and a Blood.
Yeah.
I ain't never been a gangbanger.
Bruce Pritchard's actually still trying to spread that you were a Crip.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I don't know if you've heard about that. But who's Bruce Pritchard, y'all? He was a WWE producer. He told the story recently that you wouldn't get into a red car or something because I guess a guy named Dusty Wolf was driving you around.
Yeah.
And Bruce...
I didn't get in a red car, though. He's right. But I'm not a Crip, but I wouldn't get no red car. Yeah, I grew up in a blue neighborhood. I do stuff with Big U. Big U was probably the biggest ex-Crip in the world, in America. But he's doing a lot of things to keeping 500 kids off the street. He's Ron Brown's cousin. Ron Brown was on the Olympic team that set the world record in that 4x1 with Carl Lewis. He was the world's fastest. He played for the Rams, played for the Raiders. So he's like my personal manager. So I know, I tell all the kids I'm down with Jesus Christ. I got Luke chapter 10 verse 19 on my arm. I want to change things. I never want to be a gangbanger. I want to get away from it.
Right.
Yeah. So.
And Bruce was actually Brother Love. You might remember
okay,
that.
Brother Love. Okay.
And
yeah. But I don't want. He's right. He's right though. I won't get no red limo.
Do you have any memories of working with him as Brother Love? Because I guess he was doing the house shows with you, doing little segments for a while.
Yeah, I remember doing maybe some interviews or something. Yeah, they kept me isolated. I was Macho Man, so they kept me and Hulk and BK the Barber, because there was a lot of jealousy when I came in. See, I created a lot of jealousy, because I'm not part of yeah. So I'm from Hollywood, but he offered me the belt, but I'm doing what my agent says do. Peter said don't do it, but he offered me to carry the belt for a year, because he said I adapt to the whatever they made up for me to do.
Right.
And
so the belt would have been at WrestleMania 6 then, I guess, when
they was going. It was. See, I was creating a lot of tension. Like Andre Giant didn't like me, and so Dusty had to talk to him. Say this guy is the reason why I'm making money. You know, he told Andre that I'm paying him extra money out of my pocket. Because he was, he got a kid. Dusty has a kid, and then he was being a father, trying to be a responsible father. So I would always break him off, because I'm making money from Hollywood too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And how was Macho Man to be around?
He took care of me.
Yeah.
The Samoans and the Tongans, they took care of me. Jimmy Sufasuka and all them, the Barbarian, the Tongans. Yeah, they took care of me. They told me to always go over the top rope. You larger than life. And they say, because you like King Kong, I want to be King Kong. I want to be that gorilla. They say it's a racist term, but I want. When you work with people like Ice Cube, they turn negative things into positive. Yeah. And so, and like Ice-T, and I'm gonna get to do, cause of Dave and Van, I'm gonna get to see my boy Ice-T. We done about 5 films together. And I went to Ice-T's when they did the Vows on E.
Yeah. It
was me, Snoop Dogg, and Flavor Flav was his guest. Yeah, so I'm excited about this Comic-Con, because Ron Perlman is a friend of mine, Danny Trejo, and me. We got the same agent. So this gonna be the see Ice-T gonna be the best though.
Do you think they're going to put you in the WWE Hall of Fame eventually, because they put other actors in there that have done less?
I think they Vince found out one thing about about marketing. He found out that hip hop is bigger than life. That's why I hooked Hulk called me. I got hooked in with Big U. I was at Big U house, so I hooked Snoop. We hooked Snoop and Hulk up together, where they would make. Hip hop is where the money. I kind of like belong to hip hop, because we about to do that new Friday. That's hip hop. I'm in a new Master P movie. Hip hop. The rappers become larger than life in Hollywood. So from a business standpoint, it makes sense, because they trying to get because when I go to do Hall of Fame, I'm asking for Deion Sanders. I'm asking for Ice Cube. See, listen what I'm saying. I'm asking for Big U to be there. I'm not asking for Snoop to be there when I get inducted into Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I'm asking for all the kind of cats to come and be there too, and they can't get them kind of cats. I'm in Zootopia, and that's the biggest franchise with Disney.
Yeah.
They won an Oscar. I'm the white miniature fox in the baby carriage. So I'm trying to get 10 tickets. So I'm calling, because this is Disney, so I don't want to step on no toes. So I'm walking on eggshells, and I say, can I get 10 tickets for the premiere? They said, shoot, Tyler, we try to get your friends to come. That's why I was trying to tell Dave, wrestling was just a thing. Damn, God made Jesus Christ made me bigger than wrestling, or bigger than Compton. Damn, I'm known around the world. I'm the number one, or number two character actor in the world. Danny Trejo might be the only person bigger than me, got the same agent.
Who hooked you up with going to Puerto Rico to wrestle Abdullah the Butcher?
I forget. Okay, I heard them guys.
They had just killed somebody when he...
Razor Brody?
Yeah, Bruiser Brody. Yeah.
I took police officers with me. I took
Was that part of your deal? That
when I go to the bathroom, my dudes walk with me.
Yeah.
I had 2 police officers. Homeboy, the dude, Brian Boyd, he was the chief of police for Los Angeles Police Department. Back then he was like a lieutenant. Yeah, so it was 22,000. I went and got that 22,000.
Yeah, it's still on the internet, that match. Were you at all, you probably didn't know this, but Abdullah had like a reputation of cutting people without asking them in matches.
Oh yeah, he didn't cut me.
Yeah, because you had the cops.
Yeah, he got paid, I think he got paid $5,000. I got paid 22. I'm going to get, so I found a way to go get that money, because they told me just hurt somebody, right?
Yeah.
But I grew up in Compton, so I seen Crip and Blood shootouts at my high school. You know, I watched people get killed at nightclubs. I used to be a bouncer. I mean, you can't scare me with that. I'm just using wisdom.
Yeah.
So I took the police with me, and if I went to the bathroom to take a piss, they went. And my dude always had his gun out. He just had it. When I was around them cats, they always had their gun out, just down.
Right.
You know, when he felt that spirit, that he needed to let them know. Get your ass fucked up too. Shit. So I wouldn't get that money, but I love Puerto Rico because I used to be with Witten Out Watches, spokesperson for them. So their plant was there. So I love Puerto Rico. I love going to Puerto Rico. But I'm going to use wisdom over there.
Any memories of your Universal Soldier?
Dolph Lundgren is one of the best human beings in the world. And to work with him is incredible. Jean-Claude, he's a different kind of cat.
Did you ever get to go out with Jean-Claude? Because I hear he's quite a ladies' man.
He wanted to go out because I'm Zeus from the WWF. I ain't from the WWF, I'm from the WWF, right? So he called me. And he said, well, we're going to go out because you from Compton. We hear that you tough, and I'm tough. So we're going to walk any nightclubs. My brother never graduated from Compton High School. He built Harleys right now. He used to sell dope back in the day. He told me, he said, don't get your ass killed. Because me and John Claude is larger than life. We're going to go into a club and take other people's women. He said, some dude living in a room like this with about 6 people will cut your ass open. You always better respect where you from, just cause it's somebody that we're gonna take somebody else's women. Wow, that was stupid. So I told John Claude, I'm gonna just stay in. My brother said, don't hang out with that dude, cause he gonna get you killed.
And I guess it was Don Juan DeMarco where you were with Marlon Brando and Johnny Depp.
Yeah. I worked with Johnny Depp. I danced with Johnny Depp. And I worked with the great Marlon Brando. Wow. Faye Dunaway. She's a pistol. And me and Marlon Brando had a good time. It was a running gag if I'm on the set, if anybody make noise, they say Tiny did it. So Marlon Brando won't go off on nobody. I only worked on that film for 12 days. But when I'm not there, somebody made a noise while he was acting. Say, who did that? Yeah, what did we say? Tiny did it. I'm acting in. So I became the rolling joke. He fought me when I first walked on the set. He said, so I hear you Zeus. I heard you larger than life. And he hit me in the stomach. And I did a film with Belushi and Whoopi Goldberg called Home and Eddie. And I'm still doing the wrestling, but I'm going back to Hollywood, doing movies, working for a couple of days. And I walked on and said, everybody's scared of me. Everybody wouldn't even say nothing. Whoopi say, that big black ugly motherfucker. I tell you why they call his ass Tiny. Women call him Tiny. The whole place fell laughing because his penis is so small. So she had to break the ice. And oh man, so I've been blessed to work with the great Whoopi Goldberg. I mean, I just think about Whoopi Goldberg, man. Some iconic people.
You were even in a couple episodes of Matlock, I think, 2 or 3 episodes.
I did that as a tribute to my grandmother. My grandmother was Lucille Ball Maid for 10 years. Her name was Rosie Lister. I moved out of Compton for a while.
Yeah. And
went to school over in Hamilton. And she let me live with her. So she loved Matlock. So I made sure I went and got on. Andy Griffin is one of the best human beings on earth too. Andy Griffin was a beautiful soul. He take care of people of color. He made sure they promoted in Hollywood.
And a lot of people remember your Fresh Prince of Bel-Air appearance.
Oh, Will Smith is the best. One of the best 5 human beings I've ever met. Give you examples. I like to give everybody what I've heard. Chris Rock's brother name is Tony Rock. So Tony Rock's doing a show that Will Smith is producing. And Will comes on the set and start emptying the trash cans, and he's the executive producer. He's worth $600-700 million. And when he was doing Ali, he told this guy in Africa, "You get there, get to my production office in LA." In other words, he said, make the effort. I'm just not gonna give you nothing.
Yeah.
And the cat got there at LA, and that day something went wrong with the cleaning service wasn't there, and the homeboy has a multi-million-dollar cleaning business, cleaning high rises now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He runs people. Yeah, Will Smith, man, I can talk about Will Smith all day. I love some Will Smith. I've heard people like he's going through a marriage divorce, and this guy played pro basketball. He couldn't play no more. They couldn't make no team. He was too old. I heard Will Smith told him to come to his office, and he gave him $100,000 in a gym bag. He said, "Go save your marriage and your house." That's the kind of stuff that you hear about the great Will Smith. You hear that about John Candy. You hear about that like Michael Jackson was like that. So I'm very blessed to be around these kind of people.
And you're really well known for your Debo character in the Friday series. And I guess there's another one coming up. Can you talk about that?
There's another one coming. Yeah, I had a little vacation, a 2-year vacation, and he waited on me. He's worth maybe about $400 million. We're talking about Ice Cube.
Yeah.
So what's coming? It's coming, and it's built on Debo. Yeah, it'll be my biggest payday ever. The last one I did, I worked for 3 days, got 225. And he was flying me from London. I was doing a movie in London with John Hannon, Falcon Jensen from the X-Men, Eddie Izzard, Billy Connolly, and John Hannon. And John Hannon's another beautiful soul.
Yeah.
And I'm very blessed to be doing that. So Q was flying me. I would do work on the weekends on the second one. So this one, we looking for a huge payday for me. And so it's nobody better than Ice Cube to me in Hollywood, because you got when I talk, it's the Will Smiths, the Ice Cubes, the Adam Sandlers, the John Candys. They just go around, the Brad Pitts, just good people, man. Jamie Foxx, another beautiful person. They always giving.
Yeah.
And I just want the world to know it. They do. They don't get in the tabloids They don't let the news know they promoting, giving out money to people that need it. It's just between them and God.
How was Adam Sandler to work with?
Amazing. I had a house in Atlanta. I was watering my yard, and all of a sudden I get a phone call. My agent hooked me on the phone with Adam Sandler. And I said, I'm gonna play your brother. Man, I'm black and you white. Man, I can't play your damn brother. Hey, it's Hollywood. We're gonna do what the hell we want to do. Adam is one of the best cats in Hollywood.
And you were brought back to WCW to work with Hogan again around the mid-90s.
So I get in the head of the frying pan, 15,000. I'm there. Shit. See, me want to hit you in the head with a frying pan. You want this money? Yeah. I'm on my way. Yeah. He threw some. You know how LeBron James be throwing that chalk up at the beginning?
Yeah.
Every game, he been in fake for a bunch of that stuff, and he been in here frying pan. Gave my 15 though, so that was cool.
Did you find that you still had heat in the dressing room at that time, or did everyone treat you pretty good?
It's always been. I've always got treated really good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people just. The word was you can't make money unless you fighting Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
So everybody, I didn't pay my dues. You know what I'm saying, but. The movie was the vehicle, you know what I'm saying? And the movie made me go from past everybody. And a lot of people didn't like it.
Any memories of Jackie Brown, which was one of my favorite movies I saw you in?
You talking about one of the best directors in the world, Quentin Tarantino. Look at my directors, man. Let me just name about 7 directors I work for. Quentin Tarantino, I see him at the club on Sunset, and he's hanging out with Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
See, I'm gonna put you in a movie. And Quentin talks for him. I'm gonna put you in a movie. 2 weeks later, I'm going in to audition for a casting director named Jackie Brown, and I open the door, and it's Quentin Tarantino. He said, "See, I got you." He told, but he just 2 weeks earlier, I was at a nightclub. He said, "I'm gonna put you in a movie. I love you, turn this. I love you, turn this." So to work with the great Quentin Tarantino was amazing. The Luc Besson from Fifth Element, Chris Nolan from Dark Knight, Roland Emmerich, that dude, when the day stopped, $200 million film.
Yeah.
What's my dude name? F. Gary Gray, that did Last Fast and Furious, did The Friday, did The Negotiator, Italian Job. Rennie Harlan, Good Kiss Goodnight with Samuel L. Jackson, and he married the lady back then. I work with these directors are the best directors in the world. Their salaries is anywhere from 10 million to 20 million.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? My directors make big more money than the people I work with.
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
And you mentioned you worked with Tupac. When was that?
We did Game Related with Belushi, and Pac wanted me to do California Love. I remember when they called me to do California the video, I was in Vegas hanging out with Tommy Ford. Tommy Ford was on the Martin show that passed away. He just bought a house in Vegas, so I went out there to hang out with him at his new house and go to the casinos. But working with Pac was like working with Marlon Brando and Michael Jackson. You knew you was working with the best in the world. Like we said when I worked with Hulk, to The Rock come along, it was just Hulk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then something came along more charismatic. One of the most charismatic human beings I've ever seen, and beautiful. It's just a beautiful soul. Him and Kevin Hart too. I'm so thankful that we have superstars in Hollywood now, ain't assholes. I love The Rock. I love Kevin Hart. They changing that you can be a superstar and don't be an asshole. I left a lot of names off that list on them assholes.
Yeah.
And I just did it because I'm learning wisdom. I got daughters to raise now, so I got to use more wisdom.
Yeah.
See, when I was single, you know, I have a fiance named Demi. She's down in the room, and we have 2 daughters. We have Faith Grace and we have Celicia Chanel. So I got to be more responsible.
Did you ever date any well-known Hollywood actresses or models back when you were, no?
Demi does print work and stuff like that. I didn't want to date no girl from Hollywood because they gotta compromise all the time. And I didn't want my woman being in bed with no director, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, a lot of directors exploit themselves, you know? Boy, you about to make me want to say some names. But I just know one. and I ain't never worked with him. Don't need to work with him.
And your appearance on Walker, Texas Ranger, how did you like meeting Chuck Norris?
That's one of those special human beings.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's one of the most beautiful people. It's an honor and a privilege. He's a real man of God. He's always talking about Jesus Christ. That's why I was telling Dave, because Ted started going out ministering. Ted DiBiase earlier, his wife had an emergency, so we praying for his wife in Jesus, and we praying for Ted DiBiase's wife. Big fan of Ted. But you talking about, the guy you talking about from Texas Ranger Walker, he's amazing.
You were also in Perfect Strangers. People remember that appearance.
Yeah, them guys was wacky. Cool. Homeboy was he had a lot of energy. It's put it that way. He had a lot of energy.
Did you ever work with Eminem at all?
We did the wash together.
Okay.
Yeah. So he comes. All these rappers are big fans of Zeus.
Right.
So Game's first line was, "I want to be gangster like Debo when he was Zeus." So Eminem is another big rapper that runs with Dr. Dre from Compton, where I'm from.
Yeah.
And he says he gets off the 4 big black bodyguards out of this black SUV. And so we're shooting the wash, and we rent a motel right next door for our dressing rooms. He said, "My room got to be next to Zeus." He said we grew up watching you.
Right.
You know, that's what 2 Chainz told me when I moved to Atlanta. He said, "We grew up watching you, fam." So a lot of you guys rap about me, like J. Cole, Game, the Migos. That's a lot of people be saying some Debo lines or some Zeus lines. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Eminem. We just call him M now.
Right.
Yeah.
And I saw actually a video of you at I think it was your house. You actually have 3 toys. You have the Zeus toy, the Star Trek, and the little Mickey toy.
Yeah, I have it in storage. About to get it out of storage and put all that stuff in my lady's place. And yeah, got the Zeus, got the little Nicky, and got the, it lets you know how marketable you are, because if you go back and look at little Nicky,
Yeah.
I have the small roll of the brothers,
Yeah.
but I don't want one with the merchandise.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why I was trying to tell Dave, relax. You got Debo, man. You shoot, man. Debo know the whole world.
And when I was researching you for this, I saw an appearance you had on the Arsenio Hall show.
Yeah, Zeus.
Yeah, no, the one I guess.
The one I did was Zeus.
And there was another one with Howard Stern.
Oh.
That I was wondering.
Oh, that was a Magic Johnson show.
Yeah, was that a work? Like
I was paid to come in and shut his ass down because
Okay.
they knew he was gonna go left.
Right.
They knew he was gonna beat Magic Johnson up.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I work with Mike Myers. I work with Chris Tucker. I work with Robin Harris. I work with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
I know how to move it. So when they put that camera on me, the whole place starts sighing. Go, oh shoot, it's some stuff. What's the white guy name that works? He's one of the coolest white guys, one of the human beings. He wears the glasses. He's a comedian. He's a producer. He talked to Howard first. Howard, they put that camera on me. So I said, I heard you have a problem where Magic Johnson talk. Hey Dave, Benny, that's when I went all the way back home. I went all the way back to Compton. I said, well, you have a problem where I talk? I'm from Compton, California. And that dude's about to rebuttal me because he loves to jump on stuff. And I went, laugh. The energy, I went, raise your hand. That motherfucker raised his hand. This is Howard Stern. He became the biggest bitch in the world. And he went on his radio station the next day and lied. said I didn't never even meet that cat. The black girl to be on his sidekick, she eased away from him because I was about to go up there and touch him. The only reason why I didn't go touch him, because I had my clause in the contract with Woodnard Watches, because the vice president with me. You know, they can fire me, you know, if you know what I'm saying? Shit, man, I had Howard Stern so scared, he raised his hand like a bitch. Yeah, and that's what you're supposed to do. Turn people like him into bitches, because that's what he is. I don't care about the cat. You know, because he goes around hurting people. So he met somebody that can hurt too.
And what did you think of your appearances in the Star Trek series?
Oh, we gave Dave Benny. Hey man, let me tell you about that. So I don't know I'm not classical trained, but I'm not classical trained. So all the other people, not the head actor. The head actor's the nicest person in the world. I know his wife. He's on TV right now. He's married to Chelsea Fields. We was at Gersh together, me and Chelsea. And so I go up to the producers and say, please, I apologize. I don't know how to speak Klingon the way you want me to speak Klingon. And because the other actors, the smaller roles, they all classical trained, so they up here acting like they better than me. Shit, them producers say, Tiny, we wanted you. You in $500 million films. And I haven't done my $200 million films at this time. They say you're in $500 million films. You can do the hell what you want to do.
Yeah.
Because the guys from Broadway and theater, they learn. And it was kind of like, because when I do my lines, if I make a mistake, you can see them like they're trying to undergird. And then I went to the producer and say, I apologize because I don't know how to do it the way you want me to do it. They said, we cool, man. Shoot. You work with Bruce Willis. You work with $20 million actors. We don't give a care what these people say. So he went and checked everybody. Yeah. Then later on, and I'm in Zootopia. That's a $200 million franchise that made over $2 billion. Dark Knight made $2.6 billion. 1.3 at the box and 1.1 in the merchandising.
Now, when you mentioned that Vince was going to give you a run with the belt, did he mention if that was going to be like a year?
He said a year.
A year, yeah.
He wanted me to carry it for a year. I had $500,000 on the table. The deal was already negotiated for me to do WrestleMania.
Okay.
Hulk was going to get $2 million. I was going to get $500,000. So I ain't got a problem telling nobody. So it was $500,000 just for that. They wanted me to do 30 minutes in the ring with Hulk. And same agent negotiated both deals. That's why I could tell you it. And then they pulled the plug because, see, a lot of other things start going on too, man. Other promoters start approaching me.
Yeah.
Barack Muhammad, the boxing promoter, they wanted to set up a boxing match with me and Mark Gastineau for $1.3 million apiece. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not going to, but look at me. I ain't crossing no Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Vince worth $2.4 billion. What you think will happen? Shoot, I stay in my, hey Dave, Vinny, I stay in my lane. Things happen when you get out your lane.
And you mentioned The Dark Knight. Did you have any direct contact with Heath Ledger in that one?
No, they brought me in. He just got through working in Chicago. Then they moved the location to London, and they flew me. That's where I shot Fifth Element at.
Yeah.
At Pinewood Studios. So they spent that whole week with just me. So I guess everybody had some downtime.
Okay.
So yeah, when I went there, it was just me. They had all the extras in the boat scene. I go over there and I kick it for a couple of days. Then we shoot. Then I kick it another couple of days. They want to make sure the film came out right before I leave London. But they took care of me over there. That's Chris Nolan.
And you were in Barbed Wire with Pamela Anderson as well?
Yeah, I worked with her one day. Pam was a nice person though. She was nice, extremely nice.
Who would you want to induct you if you had the opportunity to be inducted into the Hall of Fame in WWE? You mentioned all those names before of the rappers, but would it be Ice Cube or someone like that?
It would definitely be like Ice Cube. It would definitely. It will see from a WWE standpoint, and it makes more sense if Ice Cube do it because the Friday's coming. So what's bigger than Ice Cube? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He got everything going on. So if I can have it would be like a cold thing. It would be Ice Cube and Deion Sanders. Those are the cats that I'm big fans of. They took care of me.
Did you meet Notorious B.I.G. at all before
Never
you
met
passed away?
him.
No.
I never met him, and I wanted to.
Yeah.
I know he was the best, and I was trying to meet him, but I never got introduction.
When you were working in WWE, was it guaranteed pay, like a guaranteed sum of money for the amount of times?
My money was in my bank every time before I stepped in the ring.
Yeah.
Vince paid me up front because of Peter Young and Hulk's agent, Mr. T's agent.
Right.
So he was negotiating my deal. My money was always in the account before I even got it in the ring.
When does Nightwalk come out?
Which one's Nightwalk?
That was a fan question. A fan asked. I guess it was one of the.
The Long Home. I tell y'all, one that y'all need to be looking for. The Long Home with James Franco. He directed it with Josh Hutcherson from The Hunger Game, Ashton Kutcher, Courtney Love, Timmy Hutton. It's a period piece. I'm working with them. That's coming out either late 2018. I think it's gonna come out in 2019.
And you mentioned off camera that Steve Austin was one of the most successful wrestler turned actors. Could you just give us your thoughts on Austin?
I just think he's incredible. I think he's a man's man. I think The Rock's a man. And I'm a fan of Coach Steve Austin. I got to work with him a little bit on Nash Bridges down there in Frisco. Don Johnson, big fan of his. But I've always liked the way he did his thing.
Yeah. I
love the way he drinks the beer at the end when he's saluting another wrestler that went down, that died. I love the way I think he's it. The Rock, we got to be here all day. We're going to talk about The Rock.
Yeah.
He's incredible.
Which is your favorite of The Rock's movies that you've seen? Do you have one that stands out to you?
I think the one he just did, The High Rise.
Yeah.
Is that like it's called The High Rise? Because he plays a vet that has a handicap now. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you start entwining those kind of things in it takes a deeper level. I'm supposed to be doing Ballers this year in 2019 with The Rock in Miami.
Oh wow.
Yeah, my producers know. The producers of that show know my manager, Sidney Collins, a producer, and they supposed to be good friends. So I'm supposed to be doing a couple of them episodes this year.
And do you have any social media or anything where fans can follow?
Official Tiny Lister. Yeah, it's up there. Official Tiny Lister. I got I'm with Cameo app. You can find me. This kid named Daniel something is my social media guy. So yeah, the Cameo app. You want me to be Debo? You want me to be Zeus? Call me. Give me my 50. And I'm ready. I'm ready to go. But the new Master P movie got the Hookup Part 2 that premieres in March of 2019. I think that's gonna be good. But that's gonna be huge. It's gonna make a lot of money, and I'm really waiting on James Franco, and everybody know I'm about to do Zootopia 2 with Disney, I'm the White Fox, and we about to do a new Friday. So I'm hopefully gonna be doing something real soon with Kevin Hart. I'm supposed to sit down and meet with him, and he's one of the most beautiful people in Hollywood. So,
would you ever do comedy? Like,
yeah, that's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Friday's comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like setting the comedians up. Yeah. So you got it all, man.
Yeah.
All right.
And is there anything you want to say to your fans watching this?
Yeah, pick a Bible up and learn about Jesus Christ. He's your Lord and Savior. Yeah. You're always looking for peace in your life. The only way you can do that is to work on yourself spiritually. So find out about the kingdom of Jesus Christ, because it really works. And it got me up out of Compton. I ain't never been to Arkansas. I didn't need to be a gangbanger. I asked God for something bigger. This is what I tell people about God. Everybody wants to get a swimming pool in their backyard. Well, God's imagination for swimming pools is the Atlantic Ocean. So we worship a big God, have big dreams, but keep your focus on Him, not man. I'm out of here. My bicycle's valet parked outside.
Okay, this is Hannibal here from thehannibaltv.com, back with Zeus, who's also known as Debo to a lot of you out there, and he has his lovely fiance with him.
Yeah, this is my fiance Demi. Demi, you can talk to the America or Canada.
Hi.
No, your thing is shown all over the world or just Canada?
All over the world.
All over the world. So everybody's listening. So this is my fiance, y'all. She's been putting up with me, and God bless her. And she's amazing. So I just want y'all to know who you about to see it this year on red carpets. It's my beautiful fiance, Demetria Barrera. Say hi to everybody.
Hi, I said hi.
We have a beautiful daughter together, and you'll be seeing us real soon. So stay tuned for Zootopia, the new Friday, the Master P on premiere in March, and I love everybody in Toronto. Everybody loved John Candy. He was the man. So big love to John Candy up there in heaven. Love y'all.
And just one more quick question. I forgot to ask you during the interview, whose idea was the unibrow? Because obviously you don't have a unibrow.
Yeah, my fiance, she talks about that all the time. That was all Vince McMahon. He didn't want to told me go. We shot the film in Atlanta. He said go get your hair shaved. I think he was paying like $200 a cut. That's every day. They keep that Z cut like that. Then they put some cutter in it to make it real black. But that was my real hair. They cut that like that, and then he said do the unibrow. So it just added to that whole dilemma of what that cat was. So yeah, I never was a gangbanger. That's a lie. So what's his name? What's the guy's name?
Bruce Pritchard.
Bruce Pritchard. I'm not a gangbanger, but I don't ride around no red limos either. To me, that's bad luck. But I love God. I love my beautiful fiance, and I got 2 beautiful daughters. So keep your focus. I'm about to blow up in 2019. Hey, I might be working with The Rock on Ballers this year in 2019. So y'all stay tuned for that. I can't wait to work with him, and I can't wait to work with Kevin Hart. Ice Cube, let's go, baby. Let's shoot that new one.